Welcome to Lesson 6 in Unit 22, Using Our Resources Wisely. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, how can people use resources in a way that is less harmful to the earth? In this lesson, students use Samso Island as a case study to examine how humans can change their impacts on the environment. Students figure out that humans can make changes to how we use natural resources that have less harmful impacts on Earth's systems. Students make connections to the storyline by obtaining information about how humans can use technology and other natural resources to better protect Earth's systems. There are several opportunities for ELA connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 22 Teacher Guide. This lesson will take approximately 4 days to complete. To begin the engage, you'll discuss with students that you have explored a lot of the harmful effects human activities can have on our planet. You'll ask what some of the effects are that we have on Earth's systems. You'll then display the engineering design cycle and ask students how they could use it to help them work toward solutions to these problems. You'll revisit the driving question board to add any new questions and highlight others connected to the learning goals of this lesson by calling attention to questions about how people can help the environment. As you move into the Explore portion, you'll discuss what scientists and engineers have to do before they can solve a problem and how they might get more information about how humans can use resources more wisely. You'll put students into groups and provide each one with the book Energy Island, as well as the Read Aloud Guide. Each group will also get the MySci reading, Plant Scraps to Power on Samso Island. Groups will also view a video about the island. You'll have students work in groups using the resources to obtain information about the island and its energy sources. You'll have students use the guiding questions for Energy Island student journal pages to help them gather information and make claims based on the evidence gathered. For the Explain portion, you'll bring the class together and lead a discussion about students' research, claims, and evidence about Samso Island. You'll use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, how can people use resources in a way that is less harmful to the earth? The goal of this class discussion is to synthesize the information gathered and discuss how using renewable resources affects Earth's spheres. You'll use the discussion to create the Lesson 6 summary chart. By the end of the discussion, students should understand that using renewable resources affects the other systems less, and renewable resources help keep the Earth more in balance. For the Elaborate portion, you'll remind students of the model they've been working on. You'll ask students how they might update their models to show how humans can use resources wisely to protect Earth's systems. You'll develop a Gotta Have It checklist with students to define what new things they need to add to their model. You'll have students update their model in the Community Model student journal page. For the Evaluate portion, you'll have students complete the Earth Systems in You student journal page. To support student sense-making across the unit, you'll orient them back to the driving question board. You'll ask, what did we learn about how people can use resources in a way that is less harmful to the earth? And what additional questions do you have now? By the end of this lesson, students will have obtained and combined information to communicate how humans use science ideas to protect Earth's systems. In the next lesson, students will engage in the engineering design cycle to develop a wind turbine that can be used to produce energy. For the optional Extend, you can have students work in groups or pairs to create a poster or digital presentation that shows the different energy resources of Samso Island. Presentations should include information about the resources the island uses, why they use these resources, and the benefits of using these resources. For more information about this unit, visit myscipartners.com.